Salvador is a savior?
I think that he's a savior because he like helps his brothers get ready in the morning for his mom, and like, he helps them get ready for school. What is the point of view of the story, and how does this affect the story?
The point of view is third person, and it affects the story because it says like what Salvador is doing all the time.
I think it is like third person limited because it doesn't really show any of the other characters' feelings, but it talks about what Salvador feels and how he reacts to things.
What do you think Salvador's mother would do without him?
I don't know. She would probably get one of the other kids to help her with getting ready. I read all my questions.
Why do you think the author used a lot of description and expression in the last paragraph?
It helps shape the story so you can understand the setting and the theme, and so you can understand like what the characters' thoughts and feelings are, so you can like understand what's going on in the story.
Yeah. Why do you think the author uses so many verbs throughout the passage?
To describe the action that's going on during the story. Why did the author use a narrator instead of someone in the story?
I think so that the narrator could describe their feelings from like another person and not someone in the story of what they would think. Like someone that wasn't in the story could explain.
Then we ran out of questions. Dora, do you have any more questions? For the second reading, will Salvador be a responsible adult? What did you put for that?
I said yes he will because in the passage it says that he takes care of his brothers for his mother, and that shows that he is responsible because like he does stuff for him and then for his brothers also.
Yeah, I agree with you because I wrote he helps his mother with the children no matter what, so he will probably be a responsible adult.
So what did you put for why is Salvador an appropriate name?
I didn't understand this question. I think I said Salvador means savior, and Salvador is a savior to his mother because he is helping his mother get his brothers ready. But that doesn't have anything to do with the translation part. I didn't quite understand that.
What do you think the arrangement on the plot pyramid is of each paragraph?
Which one is that one?
The second reading, number 1.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, I think that paragraph 1 is like the introduction introduces Salvador and what his appearance is and stuff. And then
Is that it? Why do you think that the author chose to write so much on the description of Salvador and focuses on a lot of that? Like, how does that affect the story?
you don't really get to know his siblings or his mother. You just focus on Salvador and how he looks and his feelings.
But what does it like matter that he like that describes like does like the way like how the author describes what he looks, does that like make an effect on the story at all?
It helps you it helps you envision like what he is imagining and feeling like.
I agree with that.
Okay, what details do you think are particularly effective?
I think like the translation part is like effective
Yeah.
to the story, definitely.
I also think that the last paragraph is really effective because it states his feelings and what he's feeling inside.
That's yes. For the first reading, what did you say for what occurs in the plot? Like, what is like the plot of the story?
Salvador is waking up and he has to make breakfast for his brothers and awake them and help them get ready for his mother because she's busy with her baby. And he doesn't really want to, but he kind of has to because he has no choice.
And where do you think is one of the most important imagery line, like where you underline the image thing?
I think in the last paragraph when it says his body is too small to contain 100